Good morning. Good afternoon. This is the Experts About Nothing podcast, and I'm your host, Wesley. And we done made it through another good week. We all still standing upright. We all still COVID free, so we doing all right.
Oh,
Byron?
absolutely, bro. What's up, big dog? It's your boy Byron, man. How y'all doing out there? Glad to be here. Glad to be with good people, bro.
What's up, y'all? Happy Sunday. It's Durante. Mr. I am him. Mr. Lakers in six still.
Lakers in six still.
Lakers in six still.
Hey, man, you better
Lakers
believe
in
in it,
six.
man. I don't see any reason why that's not going to be the
Nah,
case. I mean, it's looking
bro
pretty.
better stand on that.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try. People was like, you a LeBron
You
fan?
better stand on
I'm
that.
just a realistic fan. I mean, I just don't believe the Nets can
Oh, really?
fulfill that. Just don't believe the Nets can. Like I said, like I told Byron before, my favorite line, on paper, they look amazing. Just, I don't see them. I don't see it.
But they always look amazing on paper, man. It's the
Oh,
problem is once you get through paper. But anyway,
He said, get
everybody doing all right. Everybody make it through the week all right, though.
Yes. It's been Gucci.
All right. Well,
Yeah, man.
that is always.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what'd you say, Byron?
I said always, man. We good.
Always. We're good. Well, everybody, I'm sure y'all know, but if you don't know, DMX had his final ride through the streets of New York yesterday on a truck, and they had his service for him today. Did y'all see any other service or his ride through New York?
I saw a little pieces of the ride, but I didn't see the service too much.
Okay. Man, they had the streets was full of bikes, man. I mean, it was bikes galore. Like
Yeah.
from the helicopter video, it just looked like bugs scrambling everywhere, man. The support that was out there for X was crazy. And it looked like they did a custom truck for him too, because it was it was a custom truck because it had like DMX on the caps of the truck. It looked amazing, but it was like a mega truck. I don't know, y'all. But Durante, you have to see it.
I'll take a look at it for real.
Yeah.
I was working.
Yeah.
It was jacked up pretty high, too.
Yeah. It was a mega truck. It was definitely a mega truck. It had its old solid frame, and it was I think it was purple and green, if I remember correctly. So that was dope. And they rode from Yonkers to the Barclays Center. So pretty dope thing they did. So that was that. But unfortunately, we did lose another rapper this week. Like, it's kind of crazy how things have been going. It's been like a rapper a week, man. It's kind of crazy. So this week we lost Shock G, who's from Digital Underground. If you don't know who Shock G is, you don't know who Digital Underground is, then you definitely know the Humpity Hump. That song, that guy. So he died at the age of 57. So we lost another one to the game. Now, right now, as far as I know, they haven't released the cause of his death yet. So I don't exactly know and can't report as to what was the cause of his death, but that's a thing as well. But moving right along from that, man, we just got to continue to say rest in peace. But in the same vein, Master P said that there needs to be a rap union. We talked about this way back in the game when we first started. I was talking about Steve Stout saying the same thing. Well, saying something similar anyway. The rappers need something for when they done rapping, I think, because in a lot of cases, the money isn't there. You know what I'm saying? They got the fame and all of that from when they were actually, doing everything. But once they got past it, it's over. There's no 401k for rappers. There's none of that. So it's kind of tough. So I think they kind of need something to stand on. But what are your thoughts on that?
Me, I'm like, why would you do that when every rapper talk about how much money they got? You know,
Every rapper talk about how much money they got, but
I mean, you can't. It's hard for me to donate or set something up for somebody who driving a Bentley already or saying they got 10 million in cash and a diamond in their face is worth $20 million. So
A
I mean,
diamond in
come
their
on, man.
face is worth.
that's what was it Lil Uzi said though. He got a point. I mean, but the thing about that is that's not all rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, some of them invest in stuff and actually do stuff with their lives other than just rap.
No, some of them don't either. Some of them they don't really got any money. They just
That's what I said.
pawns at a record label. You
Okay,
know what I'm
It's
saying? They
a
just doing it for the
few.
fame.
There's a couple that do something with their lives after they rap.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
okay,
saying. But you
Wesley.
saying there's none. When I said some, Wesley, don't start today.
Yeah, so you saying that I can sign up and be a rapper, and I can say I fell off, and y'all gonna give me some money?
Well, I said they should have a union. I didn't say we should be giving them anything. That's what the GoFundMe's are for. Mike, you can kick rocks.
Hello, Mike. How are you?
I got some for you, Mike. But yeah, I ain't donating. I'm not donating to too many people myself. But
Yeah.
what I am saying though is that the union they would take care of each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can do that.
It's called owning your masters, bro. Don't sign slave contracts.
Well, I agree with that, but the problem is that in a lot of cases that doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? They just trying to get on. They just trying to get out in these streets. So they doing whatever they need to do to get out here in these streets. And sometimes they end up signing a career away. You know what I'm saying? They sign their soul to the devil. Hey, and that's just what happens sometimes for them to get famous.
Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. And it sounds like the podcast is still skipping. So I'm gonna put these things up. But Durante, what are your thoughts on this while I do that?
Just gave my thoughts.
Your full thoughts?
Oh, full thoughts. Sorry.
Yeah. Your full thoughts?
Nah, I mean, like I just feel like for them to have something like that, are people gonna agree on it? Probably not, because it's like, well, you making all that money, you should learn how to save yourself, But if they get down bad, what is there? Is there something for them to have? I mean, it could be. Do I agree with it? Yeah, I agree. They do something like that. Nothing crazy, but some of these one hit wonders. Now, can we blame them for being one hit wonders? You know what I'm saying? Like Wesley?
I mean, no, we can't blame. I don't think we can blame them for being one hit wonders.
No, I'm making sure that you can hear, because you were looking like you couldn't hear anything just now, so I had to make sure.
I'm 100% paying attention. I'm just adjusting audio and having technical difficulties, but I'm good at what I do. So I'm making this happen. Even though I couldn't hear you, I could hear you.
Just don't blow your ears out, please. Don't blow your ears out today.
It did it again, but I was good. I was prepared this time.
All
it's
right.
Okay.
I don't know.
But it's tough. It is really tough, man. It's tough, to really decide, because you got Byron's point, man. They make it look like they have millions and they portray this lifestyle, and in the case of some of these newer rappers, that's the case. But these old school rappers, nah. Like I don't see many of them having too much going on. You got your outliers like Ice Cube and people like that have done things with their career to extend it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then you got other rappers like let's see, like Mos Def. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's a list of people.
$15,000-$20,000 a show.
How often is he doing shows though?
Yeah, but most of.
Huh?
Often, pretty often.
didn't he actually get like deported or something, right?
I think they was trying to deport him. I don't think he got deported yet.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I'm just saying, and maybe I chose a poor example, but I definitely think there could be something more done for the rappers, especially if nothing else. I think the labels should be responsible and have their own little thing set up for these people to make sure that they all right once they outside the game. You know what I mean? Once they reach their retirement years, or they retired on
Retiring
their
years.
or they are retired. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can
Because
believe
I mean, I think I said this. You just think about this. Everybody that was signed to Bad Boy, how are they doing? Like, really think about it.
Which ones?
But a lot of them was
You know what I'm saying? Like, which ones? Because
A lot of them are what, Byron?
yeah, but a lot of them was really in the streets though. So you really can't you can't fault him for that. Like,
What do you mean?
you can't you it's like you can't fault somebody else for not having hustle, bro. Cause you just comparing him to so you comparing them to Diddy. Diddy got hustle, man. You gotta give him that, bro. And if the artists ain't hustling like he hustling, then you can't blame him from them. I mean, they grown men and women. Like, think
Okay,
about it. If
so
me personally, if I'm around a billionaire every day, bro, it's gonna be tough for me to fall off, bro. It's gonna be tough because
yeah, seriously.
I'm seeing too much.
well, it's two things. Two things you need to understand. When they were signed to him, he wasn't a billionaire. That's number one. He was making his way through the game, and he's making money off of them to eventually become that. But he was not a billionaire at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Because, bro, he had like the number one clothing line in the world at the time. Sean John was like through the roof.
Yes, yo, it was through the roof. Well, man, everybody was wearing Sean John.
Cologne,
Excuse me,
everything.
Okay.
everybody was wearing Sean John.
Bro, so
Okay. Well, huh?
I mean, he had
So you,
cologne,
so you,
everything, movies.
so sure, movies. Okay. So you telling me that Loon was gonna come out with his own clothing line?
He could have did something, man. You got to make those connections, though. You got to make those connections. You just got to do that.
Okay. All right. So when you say they were in the streets, what about the R&B groups that were under his under Bad Boy, and the R&B artists that were under Bad Boy? Like
There's a
your
whole lot of
112s.
artists,
I
man. A
mean,
lot.
like your Total. You know what I'm saying? Like these groups, like they were popping in the 90s and going into the 2000s. Like how much money you think they got in their pockets? Like how you think they doing?
Yeah.
Huh?
They should be straight. They should be straight.
Should be.
They should be straight.
Should be straight. Okay. Now you think they should be straight? Like
But
how
it's
much
not
is
his
it?
fault if they ain't invest their money right.
But how much money was he actually? How much money was he actually giving them though? Like with the I mean, I don't know what the contracts look like, but you just got to think about it. Like sometimes they get hustled because they out here performing, doing all these things. They live in the lavish lifestyle that he's providing them. But once he's not there to provide anymore, where you at?
You trying to keep up with the Joneses. So you gotta, you spending his money. Then when he stops spending his money, it's on you. It ain't his fault, man. That ain't got nothing to do with
But
him.
I'm just saying, if their pockets weren't full on their own accord, but they were being propped up by him, and once he's not propping them up anymore, they just fall to the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that ain't got.
Like if you propped up
Yeah,
by
but that's
somebody
not.
else's money and they pull away up under you, what you ain't got no option to do but to fall.
Yeah, for real. That makes sense.
Bro, keyword, you say his money is his money.
Yeah.
Like, if you was spending his money, so he got you to a certain point, bro. Think about it. If they were popping when they was with him,
Mhm.
why couldn't they do it on their own? That's the thing, So Jay-Z had a great line. He said, remember
Go ahead,
he
Byron.
said, people say they made Hove, then they said, make another Hove. So you got to make yourself, bro. You got to make yourself. You responsible for you.
You can be responsible for you to a certain place, but when that person owns you, and then you know what I'm saying, it's kind of tough. That's all I'm saying. It's kind of tough.
Don't nobody.
Like, and the reason I say that is they
Nah,
just think
I ain't.
about the people.
I can't
How
agree
many
with that
people that
either.
were under Diddy have successfully gone out and done things outside of Diddy?
Mm,
I don't know, man.
no, not either.
Yeah, it's hard to say that
Under
because
Diddy,
under Diddy, how many people that were under Diddy have successfully done anything not under Diddy?
I would say French Montana.
I would say you might have a case with maybe Dream and French, maybe, but I don't even think
maybe,
French was fully under him,
He
but
was
Dream
signed
was
to
fine.
Bad Boy.
huh?
Yeah, but he was signed to Bad Boy. French was signed to
Okay.
Bad Boy.
And Dream did fine by himself for a little
Well, yeah,
bit.
Dream's doing fine. Yeah, Dream's doing just fine.
And French getting features, he doing stuff like
French has a lot of stuff going on
yeah.
now, but I'm just saying, I want you to name somebody that was from the '90s Diddy. Because here's the thing, I think people that's in the 2000s are fine because they can still make money because they still somewhat relevant. But the people that were in the '90s that were popping, that were jumping, what you got for me, dog? You can't. I don't think you can name anybody. I really don't. I just really don't. You find me a person, I'll say, oh, okay, cool. But I don't think you're gonna really be able to name me too many people really that jumped out from under Diddy. But anyway, that's not here nor here. That's not here nor there. And this is exactly Mike is making my point. But moving right along from that, we'll get into a little more serious news like we always do and whatever. So Derek Chauvin was convicted on all charges, which is great. We can have a big clap for that. It's wonderful that he's actually going to pay for what he did. But unfortunately, from there, the police are still killing people. And they really haven't stopped. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you see what you see on the news. Yeah, we saw the thing with the young girl that had the knife that the cop shot. But how much of that did we not see this on just local news? But with that said, did y'all hear OJ? What OJ said?
Mm-mm.
Nah.
OJ was criticizing LeBron because LeBron posted a photo on his Instagram that said "You're next" in regards to the girl, the cop that shot the girl. He posted "You're next," and then LeBron got a whole bunch of backlash for it, and he ended up taking it down. But OJ decided to, for whatever reason, open his mouth about anything in the year 2021. He says, I like LeBron, but he needs to just step back, basically. It's basically what he implied. He needs to step back and not try to be the voice all the time. It's basically what he implied. Now, what are y'all thoughts on that?
LeBron being LeBron, Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6, yeah.
No.
I still agree with that, but
LeBron usually is okay with speaking his mind.
LeBron spoke his mind, and he should continue
Yeah.
to do so because at the end of the day,
That's what I'm saying. Deleting it, you should just left it. You should just left it.
he took it down because this is here's what okay. Here's my thoughts on that situation, by the way. So the girl called from the reports, the girl called the police because some stuff was going down. The police showed up and she had a knife and it looked like she was going after whoever she was going after. Cops saw it and cops shot her. So people are saying, and I guess that's why LeBron took it down, she was armed, so he had the right to shoot her. And that might all be the case. But here's the thing.
Okay. I got something for that.
Okay, you have something for that. I'll let you go then. Go ahead. What you got?
It's just my comment. A girl posted on Snap, and I'm gonna say it. She said, "It's funny to me that within 8 seconds you can make that decision, but somebody can go in to a church, whatever
Yep.
building, shoot up 450 people, and they
Yep.
come out in handcuffs
Yep.
calmly
Yep.
with a vest on. So somebody
Yep.
won't. But okay, all right. 8 seconds, I can make my decision with a knife. All right.
Yeah, that's my thing. He can, and they're probably gonna make this claim, and that's the legal defense's job, is that he feared for the life of the potential victim that was going to be stabbed. But at the end of the day, they have other means for dealing with people. Like he could have, well, obviously
Bro,
he was
where was
risking
this
his life.
taser at, bro?
Yeah, where's his taser at? It was on his hip. That's where it was at. He pulled his gun instead. Um, he could have went in and he could have tried to subdue her. She was 15. He's a veteran cop. He could have tried to subdue her. He could have done a lot of different things, but instead he pulled his gun, which seems to be the first line of defense for these cops in the cases of people of color. But yet, you've seen other people of other races like just be downright disrespectful to cops, push the cops, steal their cars, you know, just be resisting of all types of nature. But yet, they show patience and they show understanding and they don't kill these people. They don't get shot. They just eventually get taken down, put in handcuffs, but they don't get shot. And that's the problem. But Byron, what else do you have to say, sir, about this?
I mean, all right, so from the video, it looks like cops showed up, and like you said, and she know the cops there. I'm just trying to find out, like I'm just shocked what her mind frame is to keep going on. These kids, the cops say stop or whatever, and at that second, like, come on, man, your gun and your taser, you could have just tased her. Four
Yeah,
shots. I mean,
that was
that's a
execution.
bit excessive, bro. Excessive. Yeah, 4 shots is a bit much, bro. But at the same time, their defense, they're gonna be like, "Well, did you just want him? I mean, her to stab her, or him to stop her?" You know?
Now, that's true. But my counter to that is this. If he deemed it necessary to shoot her,
Hmm.
even though it's technically in his code that he can use deadly force, did he need to use deadly force?
No.
There are several points on this girl's body for which she could have been shot and not killed. There are several points on her body for which she could have been tased and not killed.
Yes.
Yeah, but they're not trained to shoot at the leg. They trained to shoot at
See,
the biggest
and
part of the silhouette, which is the torso, the chest area.
yes, but here's the thing though, Byron. Why is that the case? Why? That's the problem. And that's what people have been asking for, and that's what we need. There should be more training. There should be tactical training. There should be a proper training where you have a way of disabling people without the need for use of your service weapon. I get it. You two being in the military, in most cases, you are in charge of protecting yourself and doing what you need to do to handle that situation. So you are typically going against many combatants, many enemies, and your job is to, do what you got to do to kill and take out. Now, why is the cop given that same privilege on his own soil when he's supposed to be there to protect and serve? Like that, if the cop is so afraid for his life, then he should not be in that position.
Right.
That is my position for this situation. If you are that afraid of not going home, then you shouldn't be there. That's like a counselor for a child that has a mental condition or is unstable in some way, not being prepared for that child to potentially lash out and hit them because of their mental. You know what I'm saying? They take, and then what they would then be in the position to do if they were in the same position of these cops is to punch or slap that kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they are trained to have the restraint to not do that to those children. So you telling me a counselor has better training than a cop? Like, why is that the case? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
I feel you. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I get that. I get that.
Because, I mean,
But
we
it is a lot of scared people with badges, bro. I said,
then
but
we need to get rid of
people
them.
be scared with them badges, bro.
They be scared and propped up
Yeah,
with
but
them
you don't know
badges.
till it's too late.
But you
Yeah.
should know.
You
You know
don't
why
know
you should
till
know?
it's too late till you get one of these.
But okay, sorry, go ahead.
No,
You
you
good?
got it. You got it.
Okay. Here's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
you
I'm good.
should be out here like doing mental tests on these cops to figure out
Mm-hmm.
where their psyche is before you put them on the street. Excuse me. And they should be required to take this test at least once or twice a year to make sure that they're still in a stable mind frame where they are okay to be on the streets and to actually police the streets. Does that make sense?
It makes sense, man. But I don't. Training, training is good, but it's mind frame, bro.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
a
ain't in
mind
that
frame.
mind frame to protect. You know what I'm saying? To protect certain people. You know what I'm saying? If you black, you a threat. If you of color, you a threat. If you white, you all right.
But
So
that's what I'm saying.
if
Like,
you
that's
in
what
that
those.
mind frame,
But that's what I'm saying.
so
It's
no
not
training
training.
to do that.
No, it's mental. It's you testing their mental. You're not trust. You're not. The training has already happened. At the end of the day, you're taking a test to
Yeah,
see if
but
you are going to be in that same position.
people
You
will
see what I'm
tell you
saying?
anything to keep a check coming,
Yeah,
They can
exactly.
tell you anything, but
bro.
if you actually taking a mental test is different because the way they ask those questions, they can see. And if you're hooked up to a polygraph as well, and I mean a polygraph in the sense that it's actually reading your reactions, reading your heart rate, reading your difference in this and that, then they can actually see that see what you're actually saying. I got a weird message that said we're disconnected from Facebook, so I'm just checking on that, by the way. That's why it looks like I'm confused and looking at things. So I apologize for that. But it's all about the mental, man. The mental is where it's really important, and that's what these cops need to actually have proper training on. But it looks like we're still live, so I really don't know what's going on and why things are not linked properly.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, I mean, Devontae, what are your thoughts on what I was saying? You think that would work?
No,
No.
it ain't like it's like Byron said. It's a mental thing. It's like taking us through basic. We can't. You can't mentally prepare for that. You can't mentally prepare for a drill sergeant, but that builds us in a different way. You can't do that with cops because they're over. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to compare it, but I just don't think it's going to work.
Well, I don't. It's not mental training. It's learning where they are in their mental. Is what I'm saying. Before you allow
You
them to
trying to
go
hook
onto the
somebody up
streets.
to a polygraph and everything? Good God,
Yeah.
boy.
Yes.
They ain't going to spend that money.
But that's the thing. They need to spend that money. At the end of the day, something needs to be done. There needs to be a change. Because right now, the way where we're at, we're not going into anywhere positive. You see what I'm saying? Like we're stuck in this same cycle of person shot. Who got shot? Person of color. Who shot them? The cops. Okay. Are we gonna convict the cops? Maybe. Let's look at it. One person says no. He was legally within his right to shoot them because they were a threat. Okay, well, we're not going to charge them. No charges. And he can go be a cop somewhere else. We got this cycle going. And I don't think you arresting and putting behind one guy behind bars is going to change it. Yes, Derek Chauvin is going to serve some amount of time, which we still don't know because that hasn't been determined yet. But his one case only got us justice for one person. And literally on the same day that his 3 convictions came in, this little girl was on our TVs, on our Facebooks, on our social medias being shot. And we saw the footage. We saw the body cams. So you telling me that they can spend this money on these body cams, which obviously are not working. The only thing that is giving us is a upfront personal view of the killings. They can spend the money on the body cams, but they can't spend the money on this mental. I don't know what I want to call it because I don't want to call it training, but just these mental tests. You know what I'm saying? And it has, I'm sure, a much nicer word for it that I'm not thinking of because I literally just talked about it while we were talking. But I think that is the way to go. And I think the money's there.
Yeah.
They can spend money on new police cars. They crash every other week. They can spend the money on these people to come in and test these officers. You see what I'm saying? But I think you guys are not seeing it the way I'm seeing. Like I'm not talking about training because it's just not. It's not training.
We
I
got
can't
you, bro.
the right way.
But I'm not putting me personally. I'm not putting my life in the hands of them. First of all, I think that the whole situation was just foul. Like it shouldn't even went to that. A 15-year-old getting the cops called on her. First of all, where your parents at?
She called the cops though.
Oh yeah, you're right. I look like wait.
Where was her
Man, how about
parents at
that?
though?
That I don't
Where's the
know. That's a
parents
good
at though?
question.
You can find
These
them
are
in the
kids.
club, balling for the
These
oh
are
my fault.
kids.
I agree.
These are kids,
I agree, boss.
bro. Kids. Like, bro,
But
I mean, you giving them too much. You giving them too much ammo. You out there fighting, then you got a knife. I ain't saying what he did was right. I ain't saying that at all, man. 4 shots, man, that's too much, bro. That's wrong. But I'm saying like, man, you giving them too much. Like, you being aggressive. You got a knife in your hand. Like, what were you thinking? Like, these cops, man, I'm not giving them too much.
yeah,
So
I
by the
agree
time they
with
show
that.
up, so the situation done died down. So we was always taught like that. When them folks come, situation got to be died down, man, because you already know how they playing it, and we
And
already
that's
knew
that's
that,
the
like
thing.
from
Like we
jump.
shouldn't. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you got it.
My bad, Byron. I ain't mean to cut you off. We shouldn't even be
No,
in
you
that
good.
situation. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't even be there when we
Exactly,
need to call
bro.
them. But when we need to call them, they should be there for us and do what we need to do and keep us safe. But yeah, I don't know if I think the parents and people were watching and filming. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
that's what I really think was going on because that's the way it looked to me. Just based on the fact that there was a lot of adults there and there's a lot of people yelling. That was a 15-year-old, this, that, and the other. So they was watching, and I don't understand it either. Like there's a lot of accountability that needs to be had, but at the end of the day, the major accountability is on the people that were called, and that's how I feel about that.
They not saviors, bro. A cop ain't just save supposed to defuse the situation and take whoever in jail. But I feel like we got to police our own community, bro. This shit getting out of hand, man.
But I mean, but why is it that they can police and take care of the other communities? Why is it that they can do that successfully and yet they can't do the same for us? Like, why is that the case?
Because some look at us like we the aggressors. Yeah, I mean, because some like look at us, our skin tone like we just the aggressive types. Like we just
automatically aggressive.
we the ones to be feared. But yeah, I mean it's the angry black man. You know what I'm saying? stereotype, quote unquote. So we get that automatically because we always got to compensate, be extra nice, to slide in there.
Yeah,
But I feel
we
like
have to
those
be
times are
nice.
over with.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
because
here's the thing. Oh, go ahead.
usually, because I'm just like, because it's like if you really think about it, usually if you like you in any type of like your management position or this that third, usually the only black person there. So I mean, they're not used to being around like minorities. I mean, that's just being honest with you. Like a lot of white people just ain't used to being around just minority people.
Yeah, that's true. They are. They used to be in that way in some type of authoritative figure where they can look down
Yeah,
upon you and this, that, and the other, and not see you as an equal. Um,
yeah. So you gonna call them to diffuse your situation?
hey, that's at the end of the day, the people that are doing this should be the ones that live in your community, and I think and I think that's the issue. They should be seeing themselves as equal. I'm working technical difficulties out. I'm trying to switch this headset situation up because it's still popping and doing weird stuff, by the way.
You're good.
But yeah, man, it's just it's rough because regardless of what we do, the cops are still there unless we fix them. You can't police your own community because they're still allowed in your community. So they still need to be fixed. Because if you want to police your own community, that's fine. You want to have your own people for your community, that's fine. But what do you do when you leave your community? That's your issue. You can't just police yourself when you have other people that are still out there that can police you as well.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have success when there is a failure, when there's a fault. You just can't. There's no proceed from go when you have crooked, busted cops. When you have cops that I think Jamie said it last week on the show. When you got the cops that view you as a pit bull, but view the actual real killers as
Like a
poodles.
poodle, yeah.
Like we're stuck in this cycle, man, and we can't really, Byron. We just can't let them off the hook and say, "Oh, it's our fault. We need to police ourselves."
Nah,
No,
nah,
they need to
I'm
police
not saying that,
themselves.
bro.
Okay,
I
maybe
ain't
I
saying let them
misunderstood
off
you.
the hook. I'm just saying, like, bro, you can't. They ain't our saviors, bro. I'm saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm
No,
standing on that. They not. Nobody's your savior. You your own savior. If you
I
a
agree
part of the
with
black
that.
community, you your own savior. Ain't nobody. I'm not calling nobody. Let somebody. Okay, let's say somebody breaking in my house. Yeah, I'll call the cops in. But I felt like any other situation, like me and my family, I'm not about to call the cops. I'm not about to put them in no danger. I feel like I can, diffuse the situation.
Well, yeah,
If something already happened, somebody already got shot or something like that, yeah, ain't nothing I can do. I gotta call them. But I feel like if it ain't gotten to that point yet, I can, take the situation out.
Right.
that I agree with. Durante, say what you're gonna say. I
Especially
want to
some
reconnect. I'll be
kids.
right back. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll
Yeah,
be right back.
I agree with Byron. I don't have much else to say on that one.
Y'all keep talking while I reconnect real quick.
We keep talking while we reconnect real quick. You
Bro,
know
it's
what?
just an angry situation, bro. Because the girl 15, man, she ain't had to lose her life, bro. I mean, come
She
on, man.
been
Four
and that's
four
and
shots,
that
bro.
4 shots is overkill. Like they tell us overseas, don't shoot that person after you know they did over for overseas. You feel me? Like 4 shots is overkill, dude. So just in my opinion, I don't. I'm like you could have went to that situation differently, knowing that she's younger. You know, you probably could have talked her down. You probably could have, like he said, tased or something other than immediately pull your gun and put 4 shots in this 15-year-old girl. So,
Yeah,
uh,
bro.
yeah,
And don't tell them when it's like soon they blood get the pumping, bro. They just lose all their training, bro.
that's what it
Especially
is.
if they, especially if they done did tours overseas too. I mean, that could be a psyche type deal.
That could too. That definitely could. They could have not even say PTSD, but yeah, you can say that. But still, though,
Trigger.
it's like It's like, should you be a cop then? You know when this cop got PTSD. But
That's where your mental training comes in. You would know the cop has PTSD. Oh no, sir, you can't work here.
I'll let you slide with that one. You get one.
Hey man, I slide back
Yeah,
in.
but a
I'm
lot of
still smooth as ever. Don't worry about it.
but you can come back from overseas and not have symptoms till 10 years later.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. They don't. Okay, you tell me this because I could be wrong. You come back from
20
overseas. Do
years
they
later.
require?
I mean, it could be whatever.
Okay, but let me ask you this: when you come back from overseas, are you required to see a counselor? Are you required to get checked out for that?
Yeah,
Or do you come back and do you just not show
yeah,
symptoms and then whatever?
yeah. You go through like a whole lot of classes and stuff like that. You go through a whole lot of training and stuff like that.
No.
I
I'm
mean,
talking
take
about
a
when you come
psych
back.
evaluations and stuff.
Like I'm
Yeah,
talking about
you
when you
go through
come
a whole
back
lot of
though.
psyche stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
my
You go through a
question.
lot of training and stuff.
No, not training. I'm just saying when you come back, like do you have like a debrief
Oh yeah,
counseling session?
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Training, counseling, you get all that.
Why would you get training when you come back? You would get training before you leave.
Man, you get everything, man. Any type of classes you need to take or anything, you get all
Trying
that.
to say, yo, you just get everything. Just give it to him again.
Okay. I mean, I'll
You
let you
get
know because I
everything.
don't know, but I'm just asking. So that's something I don't have any experience with, so I can't speak to. But I just know that you should be able to detect these things. If we don't have a way to detect it, we need to find it. We can put a man on Mars. We can do all these things. Then we can make something happen. I think we definitely lost our thing from Facebook, by the way.
No, we didn't.
But anyway,
People are still watching us.
It's all good. You can just put it
Mike
on there
just
later.
commented.
I don't have any connection to Facebook, so I can't see comments. So my bad, peoples.
Mike said cops are. I think he was talking about to Byron. He said cops are our last resort. When Byron's talking about so he can handle his own, Mike said yeah. So cops are our
Yeah,
last resort.
I agree. The cops should and within your own community, especially with whatever happened to the young lady in Ohio. I think that the parents should have been able to work that out. But we have this problem in a lot of places, especially the bricks. When you look at places that are defined as the bricks, like they don't diffuse the situation. They watch the situation. They watch it happen and then they record it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's
Yeah,
entertainment. It's just
World
like the
Star.
same thing in our community. Like what got Mike Vick, even though he didn't do it, like dog fighting. It's entertainment for people to watch fights and stuff, no matter the age. So when you have a fight that's happening in these locations, they watching as entertainment. That's the grown folks, you know what I'm saying? Just like people watch the UFC thing last night. They do the same thing in the community when these fights get to happen.
My bad. You said you talked about the fight last night. I just hear that man's leg crack. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't watch, but but yeah, Byron. That's why I think the adults were not involved in the situation because they were watching the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's where our community needs
We
to
need to.
take over and be like, you know what? We need to diffuse this. We need to squash this instead of I'm not gonna jump in there. That ain't none of my business or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you feel me on that?
Oh
Like, you
yeah,
think that's what happened?
definitely,
I think that's what happened. I could be wrong.
bro. Cosby last resort, bro. I'm telling you right now.
Okay. I mean,
Last
like I said,
resort for us over here.
I
Cause
don't
we
have a
already
problem with
know
the
what
cops being
time
the
it
last
is.
resort. But the problem is that the cops have the ability to come in the community anytime. So if they see something going wrong, they need to know they can't just act up. They can't act a fool. They need to know, hey, this is how I handle this situation.
Yeah.
Like they need to take they need to take some type of whatever the counselors do to handle people, they need that same training. But anyway, we're
Which
gonna
is,
move on from that and get
I feel like we need more like colored people on the workforce. I mean, on the force, man, just to even it out, man. That way you have people of color patrolling people of color places
I
of
mean you
living.
you can do
They
that.
Places we
don't. They
stay.
don't want to get people of color. Don't well, from what I've been told and from what I've seen, people of color don't want to get into that position because they don't want to be in that position.
Well, if they know if they police themselves correctly, they would be in that position. It's all about how they police themselves. That is your biggest problem. But anyway, let's not beat a dead horse. Well, we will continue to beat a dead horse another week because these cops seem to just keep showing up, unfortunately. But hopefully we won't need to talk about this again. But I am gonna bring up this little thing here and see what the fellas think. And everybody watching, comment as well. But I can't see it. But Durante will be my eyes, I suppose.
You can't see.
Because
You really can't see.
I can't see the comments, man. I can't see anything.
All right, let me go back and look at anybody else that commented.
But in the meantime, no, they can see it fine. It's just
Zoom it
Because
in, bro.
you said Facebook didn't have a one coming up, but I
I
see
don't
us.
have anything, but you can see it. You can see it just fine.
All right, look, don't yell at me, okay?
I'm
I'm
not
just
yelling at you. I'm just saying,
no,
okay,
don't
my
talk to me.
bad,
Don't talk to me
Durante.
harshly. Don't you talk to me
Okay, name the
harshly.
movies. Zoom it in
All
on.
right,
Hey,
You got
yeah,
Creed, you got Hoosiers. No,
yeah.
yeah,
We got
Hoosiers.
Million Dollar Baby.
I ain't seen that
Remember the
movie in
Titans?
50 years.
Huh?
I ain't seen that movie in 50 years. $1 Million Baby. It was alright. It wasn't too bad.
Okay. Remember the
is that
Titans?
Sandlot?
Huh?
Yeah, Sandlot, Space Jam, and White Man Can't Jump. And then
Yeah.
Sandlot?
question
And if
mark
you
for
got
us.
anything else you want to throw in there, you can. This is posted by ESPN, and we just want to know what the best sports movie ever is. And there's no Rudy on here, and there's a few others that aren't here, but
They just showed the ones that I guess they thought of right then and they was like, "Ooh, let's post this, post this, post this."
but I
Spike
mean,
Lee ain't getting
what
no
do you,
love. He got game. Love and
But
basketball.
he's
That's
he got love is in other, so he got love. It's saying what is the spec? That's why they put the question mark of other. What do you think? I'm going with in my opinion, Glory Road is not
definitely
on
not
there, but the
Space Jam.
Space Jam's in my top 5. Oh
is it in your top 5?
no, I'm messing with Byron because this is definitely not Space Jam. Sandlot up there. Remember the Titans is definitely up there. That's all I got right now. Oh, and Love and Basketball, but can you count that as like a sports movie?
A lot of sports, man. She said we're gonna play for your heart. So hey, sports
All right,
involved, man.
all
Bro,
right, let's do it.
That's a lot on the
if
line
we
right
talking
there.
about just strictly sports, bro, He Got Game is my movie. But I mean, it had a little bit of everything. But if we just talking about a strictly sports movie, Any Given Sunday is the best by far.
Dang,
Okay.
Any Given Sunday was good, yo.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't know. Glory Road still my number one. That movie was
We talking
fire.
about just sports. We talking about sports. I mean, He Got Game was the shit, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? All that was the shit, but you know what I'm saying? Any Given Sunday was the movie.
It was. I'm telling. It's a lot of good movies out there, but this is what ESPN posted, so I'm giving it to y'all. So it looked like we're gonna have to give a lot to the other. But I will say this: Remember the Titans is a solid movie. That's for sure.
Michael said Rocky over Creed, and
Yeah.
he also said Angels in the Outfield.
Yeah. Angel in the Outfield. Dope. Dope. What was the other one? There's another baseball movie that
Um,
had like Wesley Snipes in it and a bunch of people. Hmm?
you said
I
what's this?
think when Wesley Snipes in that movie?
He was in White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Now that was
White
a good
Man Can't
movie. The
Jump?
one with Wesley Snipes in it. You know, so with the baseball
Uh,
player.
yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it. That was
I can't remember.
No, I had Charlie Sheen was the main dude. They played for
Oh,
like the Cleveland Indians, I think. Maybe it wasn't the Cleveland. It was the Indians.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either.
Oh, they got Jackie Robinson too. With who played that? Chad. I can't call his last name. He
Huh?
played,
It was 42.
yeah, 42. 42
Yeah,
was good.
like it's a lot of good sports movies that definitely are not on this list, but I wanted to bring that up because I thought it was very intriguing. The movie was called Major League that I was thinking about.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
it was very intriguing. The movies that did come up.
Major League is what it is. Mike just put it up, and then Aaron also said, "Remember the Titans" from the list for her, and then she said also the Blind Side gets her every time. Blind Side was good. I like Blind
I
Side.
thought it was
no.
real good.
It was Fan too. Fan with Robert.
I've
Woohoo!
never seen that movie.
No, that's the other one. Fan
Bond,
was a
Okay.
good movie too. Fan was a good sports movie.
Bond drunk again. I was like,
Yeah, I've never seen
Bro,
that movie, but I got nothing for you, man. But
bro, it was a baseball movie. You know what I'm saying? With Snipes in it.
oh,
I
okay.
think it's Major League. I think Mike
He said it
just
was
said.
called
Bro, it was
Fan.
Fan, bro.
All right, I'm gonna look
It's
it up.
called. It's
We over
called
here with
Fan.
smartphones and computers. Why the Hello Kitty are we not looking it up?
Also, what about the Mighty Ducks, y'all?
No, the one with Charlie Sheen was Major League. The one with Charlie Sheen was it's Major League. Y'all right about that, but the other one was Fan.
Okay,
With Snipes in it.
okay. What about the Mighty Ducks? Not the new one, but the old ones.
No, Fan is the
Uh-huh.
newer one.
No. Okay, I guess my audio not coming through. I said, what about the Mighty Ducks?
No, Byron's just hard of hearing today. God dang.
Nah, it's just skipping, bro.
I'm skipping.
I
Durante
can't
say
hear
hear
you,
me
bro.
fine. Am I skipping? I better not
I
be
don't
skipping.
know.
No, he's
Yeah.
fine. You're fine.
We don't
Wes.
skip over here, man. We solid over here. But anyway,
Or it might just be my connection.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to talk about that and see what y'all thoughts were on these sports movies because I think there's a lot of them out there. And I mean, what about Ali? I mean, we got $1 Million Baby, but we don't got Ali.
Ali was fire too. My bad. And the more you sit here and talk about the movies, everything's gonna start coming back up. When you start thinking about all the movies that we've watched. Ali definitely.
I mean, you got The Longest Yard. I mean, I don't know if I put that up there, but that's something to think about. You could think about actually the new or the old, the new one or the old one, actually. But yeah, man, it's a lot out there. It's a lot out there. I think in the way of sports movies that we can go over. I mean, if you in the NASCAR, you got Talladega Nights, or you can do Days of Thunder. Days of Thunder. Yeah. So I think it's a lot that's left on the table here.
It was Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes, the Fan. It was the Fan. I just want to make sure it was Robert De Niro.
I mean, I didn't doubt Byron because he seemed confident, and typically when he's this confident, he don't actually bet on stuff.
Let me tell you something, Wesley. Byron seemed confident when he said he could be an WNBA player. Do you really think I'm gonna believe anything he says?
Hey man, you got a point there, boss. You got a point there. I can't argue with you on that one.
I never lied to people, not one time.
Huh?
Nah, I was quoting Jeezy, bro.
Oh, what was the quote? I didn't hear it.
I said I never lied to the people, not one time.
Oh, I'm glad you quoted Jeezy, and that won't coming out your mouth. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
that's a good quote because that better not come out of Byron because you be lying to the people sometimes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us today. Byron lying again. We're not gonna have this.
Yeah, Byron stay on his half truths that he be telling. But anyway.
Byron looking like an extra in Dead Presidents. Let me stop.
Hey, but
Snap.
in all seriousness, y'all surprised y'all didn't name y'all's Eagles movie.
Oh, with
The dude walking off the
talking about
street.
you talking about
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
That movie was good. It was good. It was Gucci.
Yeah. I
Glory
mean,
Road
yeah,
still
but it
got
don't
me.
hit like Indian.
Glory Road was hidden, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Why? If you ain't seen Glory Road, watch that. It could really. I ain't gonna say open up your eyes, but it can show you how in college, the coach decided to start 3 Negro players. Oh, excuse me, 5, 6. I don't know why I said 3, 6 Negro players. Even though you started 5, bench 1, but it was a change, and everybody was just kind of like, "Oh, they're gonna lose. They're gonna." Yeah, it's a good movie. It's a really good movie.
hey, don't be down out these black folks. I can tell you that right now, especially in
They're
sports.
going through the segregation, and everything. So it's a good movie. Watch that, John. It's got a good storyline and the yeah.
There's the one with the
It's on
swimmers
true
too. There's the one with the swimmers too. But I can't think of the name of it. But
Terrence Howard in that joint.
Yeah, he's the coach, I think.
But yeah, there's that one too. When you said that, you made me think of that. So I mean, yeah, I don't know why did people will ever think like that back in the day, but whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can't fix old things. We can only move forward with the new ones, and we just need to continue to be great and continue to make changes, I guess, and I suppose. But anyway, with all that being said, I got one more thing we want to run through real quick. What are y'all feelings on this draft coming up? What y'all need?
The
What
Lord.
do y'all think teams need?
Bro, we need some receivers, bro.
Eagles need some receivers. Just need a new team. What about the
On the
rest of the
corner.
league?
I see the Jets doing good in the draft, like y'all always do.
I'm glad Byron almost messed me up. I see the just doing good. I was like, huh? In the draft, okay. All right. No, excuse me.
Bro, they always do good in the draft. Y'all, man,
Yeah.
y'all pick some
If
players.
y'all don't make
Bro. I ain't gonna say
the playoffs, or y'all do anything else with the play, y'all do good in the draft.
Jets
But I ain't gonna talk
Jets
trash.
and the
I'm talking about stuff
Giants.
I ain't gonna talk trash. We garbage. You okay?
All right, but
Bro,
what I
we
was
need.
saying, what about the rest of the league?
Oh, Wrestle League. I mean,
All right, let me ask you this question then.
I'm trying to
What do
think.
you think about Trevor Lawrence going number 1 and going to Jacksonville?
Jacksonville got some young receivers. They'll be all right. That defense is. I don't see them doing playoffs, but I see them doing maybe a couple more games, maybe a few more games better. If he goes,
Oh, you don't think he's gonna go number 1?
this is the draft we're talking about. We decided to trade down. Anything can happen at this point.
I mean, I got no comments on that.
Good. I'm glad.
I'm just gonna smile
And wave, boy. Smile and wave. Smile like a chest cat.
But I'm just thinking. Like, I feel like if he goes there, I don't think his career is gonna work out. I mean, I just don't.
You just don't believe in him, period. So,
I mean, not necessarily, but I don't believe going. Here's the thing: going to the worst team is never the best thing to have happen to you ever. Keep it 100.
keep it 100.
Especially if you're a quarterback. Going to the worst team in the league rarely pans out.
I'm trying to think back and see what team
Think about it.
And did they do okay? You talking about in the first year?
In years in general, over the past 10 years, I think quarterback going number 1, has that worked out?
What are you looking for, Wes? Are you looking for like a playoff push? Or are you looking
Luck
for a
was
better
pretty good though.
Huh?
Luck was pretty good. You know, when he came out, Andrew Luck was pretty good. Andrew Luck.
Okay.
I can dig that. I can dig that. I like
1 out of 10. You're saying?
You said in the last 10 years. I just want to make sure we saying that.
Jack Goff was decent.
Huh? Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Your connection didn't even want you to say that.
I said Jared
Jeez.
Goff went to the Super Bowl. So, I
No,
mean,
but
it kind
you
of
said
worked
your
out for them.
connection. Your connection to what you said.
Hey, Jared Goff did though. I don't know, Wesley. Sometimes I think you might be biased about a lot of things in life.
Wesley
And
just, yo, he was born a hater, bro. I've been trying to get
yeah, right,
my man born
right.
a hater, bro.
It's really starting to show. Like
How
people
was
that
I
eat,
born a hater?
you and Mike eat. Oh, let me look at the
You just
comments. 'Cause
born
Mike
a
might be
hater.
saying something crazy. My
It's
fault,
all
y'all.
good.
Nothing said crazy. Except somebody said the program for the sports. I never heard of the program. Pride. Mike said Pride.
Pride is a swimming movie,
Oh,
I think.
yeah, Program was pretty good too. It was a college movie.
Oh yeah, Urban ain't proven. Urban ain't proven as a head coach in the NFL either. So he just commented that. I'm not sure what it was too, but yeah.
Like Urban Meyer?
Yeah.
Why are we talking about him?
Wait, you talking about Urban Meyer, Mike? I need you to answer that question.
I was about to say. Well, say again, back to what we were saying. I think you're just a hater. Let's just comes down to it. You're just a hater. We diagnosed it.
Why am I just a hater?
You are
Bro,
a
you
hater.
just be
Dude.
hating, bro.
About what?
Life,
Everything.
food. You don't like good food. You just don't. I pray for you. I pray for you at night.
What hold on. What good food don't I like?
You eat Long John Silver's. That tells me everything. You don't like chicken on the bone. That tells me everything.
I don't like chicken on the bone. No, I don't.
That's not real chicken then.
It's real chicken. You a vegetarian. We don't talk to you. It's okay.
Vegan.
Oh, you vegan.
Vegan. Shorten
Okay.
it up a little bit.
So what do we talk about your chicken options?
Bro,
You eat chicken that ain't even spelled like chicken. You eat CHICK''N.
Mike said you the most diabolical hater on this side of Mississippi. That fool is stupid.
My man's a hater, bro. It's
Mike,
all
not
good,
a
man. I'm
hater,
still
Answer what
you,
you
man.
talking about with Urban.
I congratulate, sir. I'm just saying that I don't think that for the most part, quarterbacks that go in the first round, go first pick, tend to work out.
Most people, I mean, it's a I'll say 20% of the people who get picked first work out.
20%.
Yeah, period.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that stat. You help my point, but I mean, yeah. I was just going with quarterbacks in general. But
Yeah, but you said the last 10 years, nobody worked out, and I gave you luck.
I didn't say nobody worked out. I said, give me the numbers. And you are right at 20%, sir. You gave me two people.
Yeah, but a quarterback, I think only 3 quarterbacks were taking number 1, though.
In the last how long?
3-4 quarterbacks were taking number 1.
I know at least.
I'm looking. Hold on.
Maybe 4 at the most, taking number 1.
Are you gonna say number 1 and not number? Because Sam Darnold was number 3. Thank God, because you would have got dog walk just now.
First of all, the Jets have not picked number 1 in quite a while, even though you guys say we suck.
All right, so 2010.
We don't talk about that, so whatever.
Man, hush your mouth. 2010, Sam Bradford went number 1. Keep it going.
Kyler Murray.
I'm looking. Hold up. Tampa Bay drafted Jameis Winston 2015, number 1. Carson Wentz was number 2 by us, so we good. We safe. Oh, Baker Mayfield was drafted 2018, number 1. Matt Stafford. What can you say about him? 2009, number 1. Andrew Luck.
Years ago.
Andrew Luck, 2012, number 1, like Byron said. Jared Goff, 2016, number 1. And Watson was at 12.
Cam
Mahomes is
Newton.
number 10. I'm getting right there. I got two Cam Newton, as you said. Cam Newton, number 1, 2011. So
Sound like a
Cam
lot of
Newton,
quarterbacks y'all name. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but you said they weren't successful. I mean, at least 4 of them was like
is fine.
straight.
It's fine. What's Cam doing these days?
Super Bowl appearance. You said it didn't work out.
What's Cam doing these days?
He with the Patriots.
What's he doing these days?
Bro,
He
that
a
don't
starting
why
quarterback for the Patriots.
why is that, what? Never mind, bro. Like, how you gonna sit here and say that? Like, what's he doing these days? What is that saying? Y'all can't keep a quarterback.
They
Listen,
hating. It sounds
Huh?
like he hating to me.
y'all can't keep a quarterback, bro.
Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute now.
Y'all can't keep a quarterback. Don't nobody want to play for y'all.
Okay, so your quarterback history though.
We ain't talking about him. We talking about you right now.
No. You want to roll up.
Where my keys at? I'll come over there for real.
You
Nah.
roll up. I'm just saying.
We talking about he's number 2. That's fine. Look,
Okay, he was number 2. Yeah,
our
that's fine.
quarterback had a potential MVP. Like, he did have an MVP year, but he got injured. What Sam Darnold had?
He had a potential MVP season. He got injured too.
Doing what?
Catching mono.
Lord Jesus.
I ain't never heard that man's name in the top 20 quarterbacks in the last 3 years.
Okay.
But you hear Carson Wentz in the last 3 years, maybe 4. Let's do 4. I'll do 4. I'll stretch it to 4.
Better stretch a little bit. But hey, whose team is he playing for now?
It don't matter.
You said we can't keep a quarterback. But I mean,
We
as far
can't.
as I can tell, your quarterback history and my quarterback history are similar histories.
Right,
We got
y'all went
quarterback
through-
across.
All right, in the last 10 years, we went through 2 quarterbacks. Y'all went through like 6.
6?
Yeah. And that's not include. I include Nick Foles. Nick Foles.
Name the 6.
Garfield, Clifford, Sam Darnold. They had you out there. Wesley Grooms, Mark Sanchez, and Chad Pennington. He's somewhere in there too. He gotta be
Chad
somewhere.
Pennington was early 2000s, sir.
Yeah, he was. My bad.
You got Ryan Fitzpatrick. You got Sam Darnold, and you can throw Sanchez in there.
There's
That's it.
another one. Y'all had another one in there.
I don't think so.
Geno Smith.
Oh, I forget
Thank
about
you.
Geno. Yeah.
Because
Oh, I
Mama
know
looked
you
like
forgot
him.
about Geno. We know that.
I know you forgot about Gino.
I forgot about Geno from the University of West Virginia. I forgot all about him.
Yo, Mike looked like Geno Smith a little bit. Anyway,
I mean, you look close to Geno. Never mind. That's not here, none there.
yo, fight me. Fight me. Fight me.
That's not here, none there. You give Geno a little goatee, Durante. That's not here, none there.
Man, I cannot believe this man just fight me at this point.
Anyway, y'all, hey, this has been the Express About Nothing podcast. Hey, we really do appreciate y'all checking us out. I apologize for the many technical difficulties that I had throughout this entire show. I don't know why, but it is what it is. If you're watching us on YouTube, you're checking us out on Facebook, please like and subscribe to us. If you're listening to us, we appreciate you. Please share it and follow us on whatever streaming platform you're checking us out on. Anyway, I've been your host, Wesley, and Byron.
All right, big dogs, man. I'll let y'all, man. Y'all be good for the week, man. If you don't know the way, you in the way. Later.
Yes, sir. It's Durante. Y'all already know. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, and share. And wear your mask, wash your hands, and wash your Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. All right. Anyway, hey y'all, don't forget to check out Big Dogs Only. That's the homie Byron. He's got the hats out here. More stuff coming soon.
Summer collection on his way, big dog.
So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready. As y'all see, he's rocking one of the hats. If you're watching the show, he didn't even take the tag off of it yet. But you know he ready to be hung up on the rack.
Let you know it's fresh.
It's that fresh blue with the fresh new logo.
But you know what black folk do? They keep the tag on because they're gonna take it back after the weekend.
He can't take his own product back.
I'm just saying. Close the show, man. Just close the show, because
hey, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we out.
Deuces.